Let's play.
Well, good evening and welcome to Weslaco, Texas. We are on the campus of Weslaco East High School as your East Side Strong Side Lady Wildcats taking on the Lady Vikings of Brownsville Pace. Lady Wildcats will line up defensively like this. In left field will be Mica Perales. In center field, Elvira Perez. In right field, Jessica Salazar. At third base, Angie Herrera. Second base, Mia Ferrer. At first base, Aubrey Zuniga. The shortstop is a Lady Lopez. Behind the plate doing the catching is Alana Bautista. In the circle tonight is going to be Mickey Garcia. The Lady Vikings will be batting like this. Leading things off is going to be the pitcher number 9, Chloe Mares. Batting second, the left fielder, Emma Pulido. In the 3 spot is the shortstop, Sofia Alejandro. In the cleanup position is the catcher, Valeria Alvarado. Batting fifth at first base, Becca Ruiz. Batting sixth, playing third base is Victoria Alvarado. Batting seventh is the second baseman, Haley Valadez. Batting eighth is the designated player, Sofia Hernandez. And batting ninth is going to be the center fielder, Ariana de la Garza. The flex player in right field is going to be Brianna Lopez. The umpiring crew for tonight is going to be Armando Mendoza. He is behind the plate. And Orlando Zamora will be at the bases. So we are just moments away from getting things started here as the national anthem has been played and the players have been announced. So the warm-ups are being taken place right now, and the team is now going to get together in the circle and just get themselves prepared for tonight's ball game. Hope you're enjoying today's ball game. We're about to get underway, and if you'd like, we'd appreciate if you would just share the link and let people know that your Lady Wildcats are live tonight on KWES. Ready to get going here in Weslaco, Texas. Leading things off for the Lady Vikings is going to be the pitcher, number 9, Chloe Mares. Right-handed batter for these Lady Vikings. And the first pitch from Garcia. That's on the inside part of the plate right at the corner for strike one. It is a windy night tonight. Second pitch, a little off speed on the outside part of the plate, right at the lettering, and that is in there for called strike 2. The winds are blowing out of the southeast at 19 miles an hour. You can see on your screen they're blowing out directly to center field. Swung on, and that is going to be just foul. Great attempt there by Aubrey Zuniga as it just got a little too high for her. She jumped and was just above her glove, and it sailed out of play there down the right field side of the field. So it'll be 0-2 the count to the leadoff batter, Chloe Mares. Swung on. This one is right up the middle, and it'll drop for a base hit. So Mares, the leadoff batter for the Lady Vikings, is aboard on a base hit. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 4, Emma Pulido. Pulido goes over to the coach, gets a few words, now steps into the box. Runner at first in Mares, nobody out. Top of the first inning is where we are at tonight. First pitch to Pulido. Little high for ball 1. Mares gets a little extended lead there. Bautista thought about going that direction, decided not to. And it's 1-0 to the batter, Pulido. That's on the inside corner for strike 1, a fastball. Same pitch we saw from Garcia when she was facing Mares, that fastball just kind of tailing inside and catching the corner. That one swung on, fouled back, strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter, Emma Pulido. So here comes the 1-2 from Garcia. Swung on right past the pitcher, picked up by the shortstop, goes to second, and they got her. A good job by Lopez, as this one was a slow bouncer coming up to her. She charged it and got it into the hands of Ferrer, who was coming across to get that lead runner. And because it was going so slow, that was about all they could do, but they did great getting that lead runner. So there is one out, still a runner at first, this time in Pulido, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Sofia Alejandro. Swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be foul ball. In case you are wondering if that was fair or foul because of where it was picked up, you got to remember, as long as a player is outside that line, it's going to be a foul ball. So a good job there done by Herrera to make sure that it is in foul territory, because that was a slow dribbler. Probably wouldn't be able to get anybody there. So nothing in one to count. Swung at the second one. Here comes to go into the throw to second, and they get that leadoff runner. So that one was hit a little bit harder, and a great job there by Herrera to pick it up. Herrera comes and tags the bag, and that'll be out number 2. And again, another fielder's choice. So we had a base hit and 2 fielder's choices on the first 3 batters of the ball game, and that's going to bring up the cleanup spot, the catcher, number 18, Valeria Alvarado. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Pitch is high for ball 1. Alvarado takes a few steps out of the box. Takes a few cuts. Gets back into the box, and here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So the count is even at 1 to the batter, Valeria Alvarado. Important game tonight, as the Wildcats are sitting in 4th place right now. If the season were to end tonight, they'd be in the playoffs. But swung on and fouled back for strike 2. But a very important game being played just west of here, as Brownsville Veterans takes on Mercedes. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Valeria Alvarado. Swung on, fouled down the third base side. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs here in the top of the first, in case you are just joining us. Alvarado, after every pitch, steps out, takes a few cuts, and then steps back in. So here comes the 2-2. Outside, the count is now full. Two outs, runner at first, Sofia Alejandro. Alvarado at the plate. And here comes a payoff pitch from Garcia. That is going to be low for ball 4. So runners at first and second, 2 outs, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Becca Ruiz. Got a pinch runner coming in for the catcher, Alvarado. I don't have a roster, so I can't give you her name, wearing jersey number 3. Valentina Marroquin is what I'm being told from the public address announcer. Yeah, Coach Gomez, actually. Thank you, Coach. First pitch. They're going to say that's a strike. I was going to say that was at the lettering. A little delayed call from the home plate umpire, Armando Mendoza. That is strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Garcia came in with a changeup low and got the batter, Ruiz, to chase it. And you'll see with a lot of these veteran pitchers, when they get ahead in the count, they'll throw something out of the strike zone to see if they can get someone to chase it. And that one was another one. Looked like that one may not have been by design. As Garcia said, that one was on me, may have gotten away from her. But as I was mentioning, most of your mature and seasoned pitchers will get ahead in the count and will start to throw some stuff to see if they can get the batter to chase it. Swung on, fouled back. Count does remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, slow dribbler to third base, picked up by Herrera, fires to first, off the mark, and that's going to bring a run in. That may bring 2 runs in. Nope, they're going to hold the runner at third. Great play there by Bautista as Lady Lopez came back because the runner at third thought about coming, but they kept her, but she took her time to get back to third, and they almost threw her out. But 1 run does score on the error on the third baseman. So it's 1-0 with runners at second and third and 2 outs, and the batter is now Victoria Alvarado, the third baseman. First pitch missing low and inside for ball 1.
Victoria Alvarado, number 10, is your batter for Pace.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Alvarado. Marroquin at third and Ruiz at second, 2 outs. Little high for ball 2. Two balls and a strike on Alvarado, the third baseman for the Lady Vikings. Swung on, slow dribbler, picked up by Lopez. Can't handle it, it gets by her. A run does come in. So 2 runs score on errors here in the top of the first.
Next up, number 5, Haley Valadez.
So runners at the corner.
Runners on first and third.
2 outs, and that'll bring up Haley Valadez, the second baseman. She sports jersey number 5. First pitch in there for strike 1. Runner does advance to second. No attempt on the throw. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count on the batter, Haley Valadez. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain 0-2. Once again, the 0-2 is on its way. Outside corner, strike 3. So Garcia strikes out Valadez to end the inning, but the Lady Vikings do score 2 runs on 1 hit, leave 2 runners on, and 2 errors committed by the Lady Wildcats. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Lady Wildcats trailing 2-0. Lady Wildcats coming up to bat for the first time tonight, and they will bat in this order. They'll lead things up with Aya Jimenez, the designated player. Then it'll be Lady Lopez, followed by Angie Herrera. Batting fourth is Mickey Garcia. Batting fifth is going to be Mia Ferrer. Alana Bautizo bat sixth. Aubrey Zuniga will bat seventh. Jessica Salazar will bat eighth. Mika Perales will bat ninth. First pitch to Jimenez is in there for called strike one. Lady Vikings defensively line up like this: in left field, Emma Pulido; center field, Adriana de la Garza; Brianna Lopez is in right. Victoria Alvarado is the third baseman. Haley swung at that one. It's a chopper into left field for a base hit. So Yaya Jimenez on the second pitch, a big chopper out to left field. And as we like to say, it's always great to have the leadoff batter aboard. So that's going to bring up a Lady Lopez, the shortstop, a left-handed batter for your Lady Wildcats.
Is next to bat for your Wildcats.
First base, Becca Ruiz. At shortstop is Sofia Alejandro. Behind the plate, doing the catching, Valeria Alvarado. Chloe Maris in the circle for the Lady Vikings. First pitch is bunted by Lady Lopez. And on her way to third is Jimenez, and they get her. So it's 1-3 on the put out on the bunt, and then it's 3-5 on the put out to the throw on Jimenez at third. And just like that, there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Angie Herrera, the third baseman. First pitch to her, missing high for ball one.
Angie Herrera, your batter for your Wildcats, number 23.
That misses low for ball two. Here comes the 2-0. High for ball three.
3-0 the count. Angie Herrera.
So Herrera sees the first 3 pitches, missing the strike zone, lays off on all of them, and now is ahead in the count. 3-0. Swings at that one. It's right up the middle for a base hit. So the first strike she sees, she just goes after it.
Senior number 3, Mickey Garcia.
And she is aboard with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. Garcia, also a left-handed batter for your Lady Wildcats. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Good stop there by Alvarado. High for ball two. That is high for ball three. So back-to-back batters for your Lady Wildcats who get way ahead in the count, 3-0. We'll see if Garcia does the same thing that Herrera did when after the next pitch. And she lets that one go by for strike one. And you only want to go after a 3-0 pitches if you like it. That one was a little maybe out of her comfort zone, so she let it go by. So a good choice by Garcia. Now she's rewarded with a base on balls. So runners at first and second, and that's going to bring up Mia Ferrer. Cavazos will come in and pinch run for the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. First pitch to Ferrer is low for ball one. That one is swung on right at the shortstop, picked up, thrown to third for out number 3. We're gonna have a call on the field, and they're gonna say everyone is aboard as there was interference on the catcher. Armando Mendoza, the home plate umpire, calling interference on the catcher, so everyone is aboard.
Next up, number 20, Alana Bautista.
So with the bases loaded and 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher, Alana Bautista. First pitch to her, missing inside and low for ball 1. Second pitch is in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter, Bautista. Little changeup in there for strike 2. So now the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Bautista. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Swung on, chopper to third. Can't be handled. And we get the first run for your Lady Wildcats as Herrera cruises across the plate for the first run. Everyone else is safe.
Makes the score 2-1. Next up to bat, Aubrey Zuniga, number 15.
Bases do remain loaded. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Aubrey Zuniga. Here comes the first pitch to Zuniga. Swung on, fly ball. Center fielder coming across. Can't get to it. It falls on the fence. 1 run comes in. 2 runs comes in. 3 runs come in. So that is a 3 RBI triple for Zuniga.
Triples today sponsored by Adrian Farias. Next up, number 17, Jessica Salazar.
So now the Lady Wildcats put up a 4 spot here in their bottom half of the first inning, and that'll bring up Jessica Salazar, the right fielder. First pitch to her is called strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Jessica Salazar. That pitch is just a bit outside as Alvarado is set up on the almost in the other batter's box. So looking for an outside pitch is what they're looking to get. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But not before your Lady Wildcats do bring 4 runners across to take the lead here in the first. We played 1 inning, and at the end of 1, it's your Lady Wildcats 4, the Lady Vikings 2. second inning, and the Lady Vikings come up to the plate with batters 8, 9, and 1. Sofia Hernandez, the designated player, will get things started. She wears jersey number 20. So the first pitch to Hernandez. That is just a bit high for ball one. Here comes pitch number 2. That is on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hernandez. Just a bit outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the designated player, Sofia Hernandez. Swung on and fouled back. Count is now even at 2. Herrera comes over and encourages the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. That is in there for call strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Garcia. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Ariana de la Garza. Ariana, the center fielder, wears jersey number 11. Shows bunt. Brings it back. First pitch high for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to De La Garza. Again, showing bunt. Again, brings it back. This time, lets it go by again. And now the count is 2 balls and no strikes. De La Garza watches that one go by for strike 1. Swings at that pitch, and that's going to be just foul. Aubrey Zuniga gave it a chase, but just couldn't catch up to it. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Ariana de la Garza. Swung on. This one will be out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Just inside. Count is now full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on. Slow dribbler to the second baseman, Fared. She'll pick it up, fire it to first for out number 2. So with 2 outs, nobody on, that'll bring up the pitcher, Chloe Maris. Maris got the game going with a single to center. Was then tossed out on a slow dribbler to the shortstop at second base. First pitch, strike one. Second pitch, just a bit outside for ball one. Garcia looking to replicate the first pitch, that one just a little bit outside. So the count is 1-1 strike to Maris. Swung on, fly ball left field. Back goes Perales at the fence. And Maris now has herself a single and a double tonight.
Next up, number 4.
That's going to bring up Emma Pulido, the left fielder. She got aboard a fielder's choice in the first inning as she dribbled one over to the shortstop. Swings at the first pitch, that's foul. Nothing in one of the count. Here comes the 0-1. Just missing the strike zone for ball one. Press box crew didn't like that call. They're saying that was a pretty pitch, and I may have to agree with them. But nonetheless, it's 1-1 strike to Pulido. That's just a bit high for ball two. Home plate umpire Mendoza gives us the fingers, 2 balls and a strike. Outside and high for ball three. Three balls and a strike to Pulido. Runner at second, 2 outs. Swung on, that's going to be foul, and now the count is full. Payoff pitch from Garcia. Is on its way. Swung on and fouled back, and we'll do 3-2 all over again. Here comes a payoff pitch once again. Swung on. That is going up the middle, and it gets beyond Ferrer into center field. And that's going to score Maris, and now the score is 4-3. Lady Wildcats still on top. So an RBI single for Pulido. And that'll bring up Sofia Alejandro. She too got aboard on a fielder's choice. First pitch misses the strike zone for ball one. Second pitch misses inside off the shin of the home plate umpire. Bautista finds it. But nonetheless, Pulido advances to second. Two balls, no strikes to Alejandro. Swung on. Blooper. Lopez can't reach it. Falls in center field. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. Not in time. So back-to-back RBI singles for the Lady Vikings. And now we are tied at 4.
Next up, number 18, Valeria Alvarado, your catcher.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Valeria Alvarado. She walked and scored in the first. Little conference in the circle. Some words of encouragement for the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. Conference is over. Ladies go back to their positions. And once again, the catcher, Valeria Alvarado, at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be foul. Caught her on the skinny part of the bat. She fouled it back, and count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on. This is going to be foul out of play. Now the count is 0-2. Nothing into the count to Alvarado. Pitch is on its way. Runner's on her way. And she'll get there safely to third. So Sofia Alejandro has a stolen base. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Alvarado. 2 outs, runner at third. Tied at 4 here in the top of the second. Pitch is outside. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here comes the 2-2. That's called strike 3. Third strikeout for Garcia, and it couldn't come at a better time. However, the Lady Vikings do bring 2 across to tie this one up at 4. We'll head to the bottom of the second right here on KWES. Lady Wildcats coming to the plate in the bottom of the second. They'll bring batters 9, 1, and 2. Mika Perales, Yaya Jimenez, and a Lady Lopez. Tied at 4 here in the bottom of the second. Lady Vikings 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Lady Wildcats 4 runs in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Perales, missing for ball 1. Swings at that one, fly ball right field. Lopez cannot find it as it gets by her, and Perales on her way to third.
Triple action there by Mika Perales, sponsored by Adrian Farias.
So Perales
Next up,
gets
5,
a hold of
Ariel
one,
Lopez.
knocks it deep to right field, and she is standing at third base with nobody out, and we go to the top of the order, Yaya Jimenez. Jimenez got things started off as we started off in the bottom of the first with a base hit to left. Ariel Lopez is batting. She'll be pinch hitting for Jimenez. That pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lopez. Swing at that one, hits it hard to left. Left fielder comes across and makes a grab. And that'll keep the runner at third. So Lopez gets hold of one, but it's just a great grab by Pulido, who came across and just grabbed that one out of thin air because that one was due for extra bases. That's going to bring up a Lady Lopez. She's 0 for 1 tonight. And the first pitch to her is called for strike 1. Looks at that one go by for ball 1. Ball 2. Gets a hold of that one. It goes to left field. It's going to drop, and that'll bring in a run. So Lopez extends that into a double. That was just all hustle. She gets herself an RBI. That's going to bring up Angie Herrera. Herrera is 1 for 1 tonight. Single to center field her first time at the plate. Watches that pitch go by. It's a wild pitch, and Lopez will go to third. As we mentioned, Herrera is 1 for 1 tonight. She got way ahead in the count, 3-0. And the next pitch, she just saw that one coming right down the pipe and knocked it into center field, just like she did right now. But a great grab this time by De La Garza, tagging up his Lopez and scoring. So a great grab there by De La Garza, but a run does come across, and now your Lady Wildcats up 6-4. Nobody on the bags, 1 out, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. Mickey Garcia, the pitcher, is hit by the pitch, and she'll get to first. So she walked in the first, hit by pitch in the second, and that's going to bring up Mia Ferrer.
Mia Ferrer, your next batter for the Wildcats, number 4.
Ferrer reached on an interference call by the catcher. Catcher stuck her glove out in front of the bat of Ferrer. So catcher's interference allowed her to get aboard. With 2 outs, there is a runner at first. Swings at the first pitch. That's going to be foul. Nothing in 1 to count to Mia Ferrer. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter Ferrer. Swings at that one, fly ball, first baseman Ruiz is under it, calls everybody off, and she makes the grab for out number 3. But your Lady Wildcats do get 2 more across, and they are now back on top, 6-4. We've played 2 here at Wildcat Softball Field. We'll be right back with the 3rd inning right here on KWES. We head to the 3rd inning. Lady Wildcats up 6-4. Lady Vikings will send up batters 5, 6, and 7. Becca Ruiz, Victoria Alvarado, and Haley Valadez to the plate as they face Mickey Garcia. Garcia has 3 strikeouts so far tonight. Ruiz reached on an error in the 1st inning. Left stranded at 3rd base. And the first pitch is a called strike 1. On the outside corner for strike 2. So Garcia finding that outside part of the plate. And now is ahead, 0-2. Low, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Ruiz. High for ball 2. So here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count does remain the same at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Garcia here tonight. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Victoria Alvarado. Reached on an error in the first inning. Left stranded at second. First pitch swung on, picked up by the shortstop Lopez. Fires the first for out number 2. Lopez had to run a long ways to get that one, but played it well off the hop. Picked it up cleanly and fired the first for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Haley Valadez. She's 0 for 1 tonight, struck out looking her first time at the plate. Shows bunt, can't get it down, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, right field, fly ball. In comes Salazar. Makes the grab for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for your Lady Wildcats. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the third. Lady Wildcats up 6-4. Bottom of the third inning, Lady Wildcats up 6-4. Bautista, Zuniga, and Salazar due up for your Lady Wildcats. They'll all face Chloe Maris here in the bottom of the third, leading 6-4. Bautista reached via an error in the first inning and scored. Second time facing Maris tonight. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Slow breaking ball gets the plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the catcher, Bautista. Swings at that one. Fly ball. Is it going to stay in play? It does, and the first baseman, Ruiz, grabs it in foul territory for out number 1. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Aubrey Zuniga. Zuniga rocked one to left field. A triple in which 3 came across. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Nothing and 1 to count to Zuniga. Swung on, that's going to be a slow dribbler, it's going to be foul. Nothing and 2 to count to Zuniga. Outside for ball 1. Swung on, fly ball, out goes the shortstop, in comes the center fielder, and the center fielder, De La Garza, will call everybody off and make the grab. That's 2 outs for your Lady Wildcats, and that's going to bring up Jessica Salazar. She is 0 for 1 tonight. She struck out her first time at the plate. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Jessica Salazar, number 17.
Swings at that one, picked up by the shortstop. Alejandro fires the first, and it's in time. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Vikings as well. We've played 3 complete innings here at Lady Wildcats softball field. At the end of 3, it's your Lady Wildcats 6, the Lady Vikings 4. We'll be right back. Heading to the 4th inning. And once again, as in the 2nd inning, Sofia Hernandez will lead things off for the Lady. Swings at the first pitch. That's going to be fouled to the first base side of the field. Zuniga picks it up, fires it back to Garcia. 0-1 the count to Hernandez. Swings at that one and misses. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Five strikeouts for Garcia here tonight, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Ariana De La Garza. De La Garza with a great grab in center field just a few minutes ago on her knees, running out towards her left. She is 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded to second baseman Mia Ferrer her first time at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back into the netting for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is on its way. Swung at, grounder to the shortstop. Lopez picks it up, fires the first base for out number 2. 6-3 on that play. And with 2 outs, we head to the top of the order, Chloe Maris. Maris is 2 for 2 tonight. A single and a double. She's also scored in the 2nd. First pitch to Maris. High for ball 1. That one is in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter, Chloe Maris. Outside ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And it's swung on, goes to right field. Takes 2 steps forward is Salazar, and that's enough to make the grab for out number 3. So back to back, 1, 2, 3 innings for your Lady Wildcats. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Score still, your Lady Wildcats 6, Lady Vikings 4. Lady Wildcats coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading 6-4. And it'll be Perales getting things started, followed by Lopez and Lopez. First pitch to Perales, misses for ball 1. Second pitch, little off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. Swings at that one. It's going to be foul down the third base side of the field. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here comes the 1-2. Swung on. Center field. In comes De La Garza. She makes the grab for the first out. And that'll bring up Ariel Lopez. Lopez hit the ball hard to left field her first time up, but it was grabbed out of the air by Perales for the first out. So she is 0 for 1 here in today's ball game. First pitch in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. That one's in there for called strike 3. Second strikeout for
Lady Lopez, your next batter.
the Lady
for
Vikings pitcher,
Wildcats.
Chloe Maris. And that'll bring up a Lady Lopez. She's 1 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a double. Scored Perales last time at the plate, so that double was a 1 RBI double for her. First pitch is ball 1. Swings at that one. Shortstop coming across, makes the grab, Alejandro that is, for out number 3. So for the second time, it's a 1-2-3 inning. And after 4, still Lady Wildcats 6, Lady Vikings 4. We'll be back. Lady Vikings coming to the plate in the 5th inning. Pulido, Alejandro, and Alvarado all to face Garcia. Emma Pulido is 1 for 2 tonight. Grounded out her first time, singled her second time. Brought a run in as well. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Swings at that one. That's going to be into center field for a base hit. So the Lady Vikings, after being silent for the last 2 innings, get their first hit. Since the 2nd inning. And that'll bring up Sofia Alejandro. Alejandro reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 1st inning. That one is hit hard to left field. Mika Perales moves a little over to her left, makes a grab for the first out. That'll bring up the catcher, Valeria Alvarado. Walked and scored her first time up. Struck out looking the second time up. So 1 out, runner at first in Pulido. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Strike 1. Nothing in 1 to count to the catcher, Alvarado. Swings at that one and fouls it hard just beyond the dugout of the Lady Wildcats. Outside runner going, and she'll be in safely at second. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Valeria Alvarado. High and outside for ball 2. That's going to be ball 3. Pass ball will advance the runner to third. So Pulido steals second and advances to third on a pass ball. And the count is now full on the catcher, Valeria Alvarado. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So now there are 2 outs in the inning.
Next up, number 8, Becca Ruiz.
And that is Garcia's 6th strikeout. That'll bring up Becca Ruiz. Reached on an error and struck out. Those are her 2 plate appearances here tonight. First pitch high and away for ball 1. Inside, wild pitch, runner comes in and scores. So Pulido with some very smart heads-up base running scores after singling to center. Did steal 1 base though, which was second. 2-0 is the count to Ruiz. Swings and fouls this one back for strike 1. So the count is 2 balls and a strike to the batter, the first baseman, Becca Ruiz. High and away for ball 3. Three-one is the count to Ruiz. Swung on right past the first baseman for a base hit. So Ruiz gets aboard, and that'll bring up Victoria Alvarado. She's been aboard once. That was on an error. Then was thrown out her second time at the plate. Two outs here in the top of the 5th. First pitch over for strike 1. Outside corner, strike 2. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Alvarado. That is high for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. Outside, ball 3. Count is now full. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Runner in scoring position in Ruiz. Swung on, fouled down the third base side of the field, and the count will remain full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, fly ball. That's going to drop in no man's land. Runner is coming. Here comes a throw. There's a play at the plate, and she's out. Elvira Perez throws a strike to Bautista, and they get Ruiz out at the plate. But the Lady Vikings do get one here in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Wildcats up 6-5. Morales will come to the plate. Pinch hitting for Herrera here in the 5th inning. Takes a crack at the first pitch and knocks it into center field for a base hit. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Mickey Garcia. Garcia has walked and been hit by a pitch. Those are the 2 ways she's reached base today. Not the kind of at-bat you'd like to have. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. That is low in the dirt for ball 1. Good play there by Alvarado, the catcher, to keep it in front of her. Outside for ball 2. That is a wild pitch, and that'll advance Morales to second. Three balls and a strike to Garcia. Runner at second in Morales. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be ball 4. Second
Next up,
walk
senior, number 4, Mia Ferrer.
for Garcia. And that'll bring up Mia Ferrer. As we mentioned earlier, she did reach in the first
Avery
inning
Cavazos.
on an interference call
Pinch run.
and then popped out her second time at the plate. Garcia will have a pinch runner come in for her, and that's Cavazos, number 10. First pitch to Ferrer is low for ball 1. Slow breaking ball for strike 1. The same pitch, same result. Strike 2. So that slow off-speed pitch from Matis has found the strike zone twice here on Ferrer. That one is high for ball 2. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings at that one, right back to the pitcher. She'll fire it to first to double it up. And with 2 outs, that's going to bring up Alana Bautista. Reached on an error and scored in the first. Popped up to first in the third. See what she can do her third time here as she faces Maris. There are 2 outs, just 1 runner at second, Angie Herrera. That's a base hit. Will they send the runner? Yes, they will. I'm sorry, that's Morales. Morales had come in to pinch hit for Herrera, so she scores. And Bautista in at second. That'll bring up Aubrey Zuniga, the first baseman. Zuniga is 1 for 2. Had that triple in the first, 3 RBI triple. First pitch goes by for ball 1. This one is hit hard to left field. And if it goes, it's gone. And it is. Aubrey Zuniga now has 5 RBI tonight. Triple and a home run. As we said, now her RBI total tonight is 5. That'll bring up Gonzalez will be pinch hitting for Salazar. First pitch, called strike 1. Swings at that one, third baseman can't handle it. So Gonzalez is in. I'm not sure. That might be a base hit. We might categorize that one as too hot to handle. Scoreboard operator Javi Trevino is saying, no, that's an error. I like to give the girls the benefit of the doubt. That one is at the shortstop. She picks it up, goes to second. Cannot be handled. That's an error on the second baseman.
Next up, number 5, Ariel Lopez.
So runners at first and second. And we go back to the top of the order, and it's going to be Lopez. Lopez struck out looking her last time at the plate. She's 0 for 2 tonight. That's a slow rounder to the pitcher. She'll pick it up and make the tag. And that'll do it for the Lady Wildcats, but not before they bring 3 across, including that 2-run bomb by Aubrey Zuniga. And now at the end of 5, it is your Lady Wildcats 9, the Lady Vikings 5. We'll be right back with the 6th inning right here on KWES. Lady Vikings coming to the plate in the 6th inning, and to get things started for them, it's going to be Haley Valadez, followed by Sofia Hernandez and Ariana de la Garza. And if we look at their 6 plate appearances, that is an 0 for 6 for the bottom 3 of the Lady Vikings. Valadez has struck out and popped out the 2 times that she has faced Garcia tonight. First pitch is just a bit inside for ball 1. Outside corner for strike 1. Shows bunt, puts it down, foul ball down the third baseline, strike 2. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Valadez. Low for ball 2. Swung on, fouled back. Count does remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count does remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Valadez hanging in there. And I think this is the 3rd time we see 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second time Garcia strikes out Valadez. And that'll bring up Garcia for the Lady Vikings. She'll be pinch hitting for Hernandez. Hernandez has struck out twice, so they bring in a pinch hitter in Garcia. shows bunt, fouls it back. Nothing in one to count. Outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Outside, evens up the count at 2. That is called strike 3. That'll bring up the center fielder, Ariana de la Garza. De la Garza is 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out to second and a ground out to short. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Outside corner, strike 1. Garcia has that pitch that just tails away. Catches a corner on its way out of the strike zone, but it catches the top part of the plate. Beautiful pitch. This time right down the middle. Slow chopper to the shortstop, picked up by Lopez. Fires the first for out number 3. Good play there by Lopez. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Wildcats. We head to the bottom of the 6th. They lead 9-5. Your Lady Wildcats coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's going to be Jayla Alvarez to get things started. She'll be pinch hitting for Lady Lopez. Swings at the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Swings at that pitch, fouls it back for strike 2. Nothing into the count on the batter. Alvarez, and she fouls that one back, and the count remains 0-2. There are no outs here in the inning. And that is going to be a single to left. Alvarez just put that bat out there and knocked it into left.
Next up, number 1, sophomore Kaylin Morales.
And that'll bring up Kaylin Morales. Morales singled and scored her first time at the plate in the 5th inning. That one is right up the middle for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for your Lady Wildcats as we start things off here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Mickey Garcia, the pitcher. Doesn't have a hit, but she has been hit by the pitch once and walked twice. That's a line drive to the first baseman. And Alvarez is back in time. That'll bring up the second baseman, Ferrer. First pitch, fly ball, right field, and it's foul. Running a long ways was Lopez, but just couldn't grab that one. So Ferrer, 0-1 is the count to her. Outside for ball 1. Swings at that one and fouls it back for strike 2. One-two count to Ferrer. Runners at first and second with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. That is low and in the dirt to even up the count at 2. Here comes the 2-2. That's in the dirt again to make the count full. Another great job by Alvarado to keep that in front of her. So with one out, full count to Ferrer. Runners at first and second. Here comes the payoff pitch from Maris. Ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Alana Bautista. Bautista has been aboard twice, once on an error and a base hit. Does have 1 RBI tonight and has flown out to the first baseman. Swings at the first pitch, grabbed by the shortstop. And everybody's safely back at their bases. So that is out number 2, and that'll bring up Aubrey Zuniga. Aubrey has had the hot bat tonight. She's tripled, she's homered, has 5 RBI tonight. First pitch to her is high for ball 1.
Aubrey Zuniga, your batter for the Lady Wildcats, number 15. Previous at bat had Little Bombita.
Ball 2. Not sure if Modis is going to give her something that she likes. Going to play around with that strike zone. Really don't have anywhere to put her either with the bases loaded. Swung on, fly ball, second baseman Valadez under it, makes the grab for out number 3.
Score remains.
So
Wildcats 9,
at the end of
Vikings
6, it is Lady Wildcats 9, Lady Vikings 5. Lady Wildcats just need 3 outs to chalk up another W here in Weslaco. We'll be right back. Top of the 7th inning. Lady Wildcats lead 9-5. Just need 3 outs to chalk up another W here in Weslaco. Lady Vikings will get things started with batters 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry, 1, 2, and 3. They go to the top of the order. My mistake there. They'll get things started with Chloe Mott as the pitcher. First 2 pitches missing for ball 1 and 2. Modis is 2 for 3 tonight. Has a single, a double, and a pop fly to right field. Ball 3. Four-pitch walk to the leadoff batter, Chloe Maris. And that'll bring up Emma Pulido. Pulido is also 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles and a ground out. 1 RBI for her. Swings at the first pitch, flies this one down the right field side of the park. Out of play for strike 1. Shows bunt, tries to put it down, cannot, and that is strike 2. So the count is 0-2 to the batter, Emma Pulido. Swings at that one, fly ball. Over goes Ferrer, goes to first, try to double her up, cannot. So that's the first out here in the 7th inning. That's going to bring up Sofia Alejandro.
Next up, Sofia Alejandro.
Alejandro has been aboard twice. Singled in the second, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first, and popped out in the 5th. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. High, ball 2. Strike 1. Two balls and a strike. Outside for ball 3. Snap throw to first, not in time. Alejandro at the plate. Count is 3-1 to her. Here comes the pitch from Garcia. High, ball 4. Second walk issued here in the 7th inning. So there are runners at first and second. Just one out. That'll bring up Valeria Alvarado, the catcher. She's 0 for 2 and a walk. She also scored in the first after the walk. Outside, ball 1. One 0 count to the batter, Alvarado. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Got her to chase one high and inside. One ball, one strike to the batter, the catcher, Valeria Alvarado. Inside, ball 2. Here comes the 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count is now full. Here comes a payoff pitch from Garcia. Swung on, hit hard to left field, and that's going to be foul. Count will remain full. Valeria Alvarado gave that one a ride, and that was just foul. Once again, the payoff pitch from Garcia. Just missing low for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. 3 walks here in the 7th inning.
Next up, junior number 8.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Becca Ruiz. Ruiz has been aboard twice, once on an error and a base hit to right. She's also struck out. Was thrown out at the plate trying to score on that hit from Alvarado in the 5th inning. First pitch to her is inside for ball 1. One 0 count is on its way. Outside corner for strike 1. That pitch has been money for Garcia when she gets that one to catch the outside corner. So here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed, and the count is 1-2. One-two pitch from Garcia. She rocks and deals. Just low, and the Wildcat faithful wanted that one. As you just heard the crowd. Count is now even at 2. One out here in the top of the 7th. Bases are loaded. Lady Wildcats lead this one 9-5. Swung on. Slow dribbler to third. Picked up by the third baseman. Can't go anywhere with it. And a run comes across. And the bases remain loaded with just one out. And one run does come in to tighten up the score 9-6. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Victoria Alvarado. First pitch on the lettering for strike 1. No balls and a strike and just one out here in the 7th. Inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. Now the count is 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, fouled back, and the count now is even at 2. One out here in the top of the 7th. Bases are loaded. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside, and the count is now full. Garcia has gone deep with every batter she has faced here in the 7th. So here goes the payoff pitch. Swung on. That's going to drop for a base hit in left. 1 run will score, and the bases will remain loaded. So 2 runs have come across here in the 7th. And now the score is 9-7. Coach Vasquez is going to come out to have a few words with her pitcher, Mickey Garcia. Again, just 1 out here in the 7th. Bases are loaded. Score is 9-7. Lady Vikings have scored 2 here in the 7th. They scored 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, now 2 in the 7th to trail by 2, 9-7. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Haley Valadez, the 10th batter of the inning. She is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 strikeouts and a flyout is what she's got on her score sheet tonight. So after a few words, Wildcats back to their positions, and now we'll be back to live action. So the first pitch to Valadez is on its way. That misses for ball 1. One 0 pitch is on its way. Swung on, fouled back, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Valadez. Here comes the 1-1. That misses for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to Valadez. Swung on, fly ball, center fielder going back. And Perez makes the grab, tagging and scoring. Coming in from third is going to be Alvarado. And an errant throw advances the runners to second and third. So there are 2 outs. That'll bring up Sofia Hernandez. Lady Vikings trailing by just 1. A chance to put it away here. Nine 8 is your score. There are 2 outs here in the inning. First pitch catches the corner for strike 1. That one, same pitch, same result. Strike 2. Lady Wildcats, 1 strike away from winning this one. Nothing into the count to Hernandez. Just outside for ball 1. So the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. A chance to put it away here. Swung on, foul ball down the first base side of the field. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. So once again, we'll do 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 8 to retire the side and to win the ball game for your Lady Wildcats. The final score in this one is your Lady Wildcats 9, The Lady Vikings 8. Want to thank Vinny Berry. Great job on the camera. Joseph Hale. Great job on the computer. I am Joe Aguilar saying good night from Lady Wildcat softball field. Once again, Lady Wildcats staying in the hunt for a playoff spot as they defeat the Lady Vikings. The final score, your Lady Wildcats 9, Lady Vikings 8.